We understand the challenges that exist in this market. We have to face it head on. You have to bear with us because there are things that need to be said with the federal government. We don't want subsidy, trust me. But if we are going to have some kind of subsidy, it must be directed at the people that are supposed to get that subsidy.
The people
I can't say I subsidize Nigeria and everybody is on the same thing. Yeah. I must be able to. And don't think because you live in Orile, I believe you are poor. It is based on your consumption. You see, the day you buy that extra AC, it will trigger. Your meter will start to say. But in my own, I have to give you 24/7 power. I assure you, working on regulation, that is why it is difficult. Because we have seen it work. Nigerians we're well driven in technology in so many things. We have the capacity. We have the brain knowledge. It's just training, research, certain things that we need to put in place. If those things are in place,
we're good to go.
Please let them know. If you steal electricity, you are going to jail.
We be 89.9 Yanga FM.
Boys and girls, friends and well-wishers of all ages, still 89.9 Yanga FM station with Sabi. And we did the area police segment of Wetin Dey, where we say we dey talk about things we go make it better for me and you and everybody. And for people wey dey always dey with us, apart from the fact say Baba God dey with us, Ejiro dey here.
Everywhere good, everything nice,
everything
marama, everything peperepe, and everywhere soboboni.
And of course, we still have the one and only Lioness of Wetin Dey House in the building. Lioness, you good?
I'm Gucci.
You are not Gucci, you are Luca. And
hello.
No verse.
Right, let's not do
Ladies
that.
and gentlemen, sometime last week, we had a gentleman come to talk to us about electricity, talking about Barrister Diola, who is the chairperson of the Electricity Consumer Board. And he talked plenty things about the situation of electricity in Nigeria and Lagos. So if you dey Lagos, where they listen to us, the thing we want to talk about today concern you anyhow. If you no get motor to buy petrol, but say you no go use electricity, na lie. Everybody dey use electricity. And the man talk something, say, Lagos State now, with the thing where President Bola Tinubu don't do, say make everybody go sit down with their own electricity. Each state. Say for Lagos State, since presidency don't give them go ahead, they not do anything. They do the and we can't talk, say, okay, now only wicked elder. Now they hear one side of the story. No, they hear the other side. We call waka like crayfish. We go Lagos State, the electricity people. We can't go bring the Oga Pata for the Lagos State Electricity Regulatory Commission, where we they call LASEC. He is in the house with us live. He is the CEO, Executive Commissioner of the Lagos State Electricity Regulatory Commission, in the person of Dr. Fuad Animashao in the building. Lovely. Doctor, good morning, sir. How are we today, sir?
Good morning.
How is the ministry?
Ministry. Well, they are fine. I guess they are fine.
All right. First things first, Oga Doki, what do you want to tell Lagosians about this electricity? What will be the situation? What is LASEC all about? May we inform the people first.
Okay, thank you very much, my brother. Let us first talk about what LASEC, what led to LASEC, what LASEC is, and why LASEC exists. So, as we all know, we have gone through different power sector initiatives. If we go that some people still use that acronym today, from NEPA to PHCN.
Please, light candle.
And where we are now. So, since that time, make I go since when Obasanjo entered.
Okay.
Since 2005, where they first created the electricity, the Power Sector Electricity Act for that time, 2005. Under that was to unbundle the power sector. It used to be controlled by one entity, integrated NEPA. Okay. NEPA did generation, transmission, distribution, everything. They now decided that it wasn't working, so we want to make it more efficient. So Obasanjo now got in 2005. They brought in that Electricity Act of the 2005.
Okay.
That Electricity Act break all the discos. They can create 11 distribution companies around Nigeria for different areas. Some states, they merge them together to put them under one disco because they're no big reach.
Like Ibadan.
Yes, Ibadan, Enugu, Lagos. It get 2 discos only, so they no fit break am.
Lagos.
So they gave Lagos 2 discos because the customer base was very, very high. So they created that 11. They also created the regulator, Nigeria Electricity Regulatory Commission, NEC. Then they Abuja. Then work now to oversee the market, the whole operation of the whole market for Nigeria. For 2013, government can begin decide, say, before 2013, I mean in 2013, government decide, say, it reach make we carry these things, give private sector. Say, private sector go fit manage this work well. So
better than government.
Yes, that was part of what the Electricity Act, the Power Sector Act of 2005. That was what it was meant to do, to prepare it for takeover.
Okay.
So they got to that stage, they did bid, they did everything. People now won. All the people that won, they now gave them, they all did the transfer, everything. So November 2013, they took over. Okay. All those new people took over. But government retained 40% inside all these assets.
Okay.
Because government go still get contribution where you go do. Because private sector no go fit carry the burden of the market. So government retain 40. I mean, they retain 40. Now that 40 enable government put things inside to support those people. So the private sector was running in 60% management. They own 60%.
Okay.
They were running management.
Okay.
Government was a big investor.
Okay.
It represented all the states, all the 3 tiers of government. It represented Nigerians in there. And that was under BPE. Then they had all these
other sectors.
Yes. So all these people, over all those years, they begin run all this thing, governed by NEC.
Okay.
Now NEC, their work now to license, to oversee the market, regulatory oversight. If there are customer complaints, if it is tariff, if it is any part of the value chain.
Band A, band B, band C.
We never even reach band A, band B that time. Now to improve service.
Okay.
Performance, say, private sector don't do there now. Private sector enter, but then the investments where these people fit put for market, it dey very difficult. Because if they put that investment, they must be able to recover their money, reasonable return.
Because na business.
Na business. So 60%. Government work now to support them where they no get enough capital to execute certain things.
Okay.
With their own 40% anyway. So as a 40% holder, you must contribute. It created, those were the things that gave you subsidy.
Okay.
Electricity subsidy.
Those kind of interventions, as government sitting on it and looking at this thing, say, okay, make we calculate how we go to subsidize, so we now go to buy electricity. Like this petrol where they don't remove subsidy. That the same thing they do. But that subsidy creates inefficiencies. In economics, you can't help it. Subsidies distort the market.
Everybody go relax.
Everybody go relax. Now,
government
everybody go they enjoy. Now, after that time, when Buhari come, people don't they talk, say this act of 2013, we create all these people. The act of 2005, we create all these people. Where we dey now, we know they move, we just they talk story. We go call seminar, we go call workshop. Government go say you don't spend, Obasanjo go say I spend 16 billion. Everybody go look, $16 billion. This market.
We will not see anything.
We don't see anything. So they can't decide, say, okay. It be like say NEC and certain elements we don't dey since 2013. We need to change again. We need to move because we have seen our lapses. We have seen the policy gaps. We have seen where there are issues. Subsidy don't they become burden to federal government?
Yeah.
Now, a subsidy, as you know, is to target the vulnerable customers in your market. The people, the low-income earners, people who cannot afford to pay for electricity. All these things are a factor of macroeconomic things because if the country good, people go they pay.
Yeah.
If the country no good, government must create policy. Government must
support the people
to find a way. But you see, me putting a subsidy is not a permanent measure.
It's supposed to be temporary.
It is to help the market grow. That means that's why I said macroeconomic. You must always remember electricity doesn't stand on its own. Where there is electricity, there is business.
Definitely.
Activities will boom. Things will happen. We have seen development. Electricity is needed. All these our generator, all these things, now fumes, externalities, noise. There are so many factors that are out there. We're even paying far more with diesel. But no problem. Government look the market. Say, make we move another step. Now I carry our president today, make him sign that Electricity Act of 2023, sorry.
Okay.
You see that Electricity Act? It has forced us now to talk about the thing where we no one talk.
Since where they dodge.
They dodge. That now wetin dey happen for Enugu.
When we say they release,
where Enugu release,
reduce time,
where everybody begin shout, market begin shake. Because then tell them, say, we fit reduce this tariff. When the president signed that one, that year of 2023, in section 230 of that act, they say states can set up their own regulatory agency.
I still concern electricity.
Yeah.
Yes. And manage the value chain from generation, transmission, distribution, metering, tariff.
Everything.
Yes. Within within the boundaries of Lagos State, between the boundaries, the other states that have 1 disco and 5 states, they have to break it. Like I said, Lagos is unique. It has 2 discos. Both of them share a little portion with Ogun State, but they are not so big.
Okay.
But the major market is serving this growing population of 26 million Lagosians, people trooping in, growing every day. So the government now said, for you to do this thing, you have to write a law in your state.
Okay.
Now that law will govern your market. NEC will continue to manage cross-border and interstate.
Okay. Like because the small portion of Ogun State where they with us.
No. That one, they fit. When I say manage, they will carry anything that is. If Lagos has a power plant called EGMI.
Yeah.
EGMI is the largest thermal plant in Nigeria with 1,320 thermal plants. That's gas fired. But EGMI supplies the national grid. That means it supplies electricity around Nigeria.
Country, yeah.
So that is a national asset, as they claim.
Okay.
I'm not here to start talking about boundaries but NEC is saying that is a national asset because it supplies the whole market. There are issues there, but
of course.
Let's move on.
We are trying to cross a barrier. NEC also manages TCN, the transmission company, which carries this electricity 330, 132 voltage level. They carry it. We sell electricity outside Nigeria too. That's another discussion. But they manage that network with a control center in Osogbo and some other mini control centers around. I forget. Those ones are there. Now, all these things that everybody manages, the government has now said, okay, within my states, create a law. Once you create a law, NEC should transfer your powers to you.
Straight.
All this power inside your state, you will manage your state. NEC has no more control over your.
Once you create that law.
Yes, over your 2 discos. That you should create 2 subcos out of them.
Okay.
To manage Lagos, and the disco should transfer to the subco. They should transfer assets. They're all the things that matter. The term in electricity, we call it regulatory asset base. Your regulatory asset base basically is all the things you use to deliver electricity to the customer. I can put it in tariff. If you are buying house for your girlfriend under company
money,
and I see it, I will ask you, what is this asset for?
Like the SS of SSH who will carry his wife follow Donald Trump inside plane.
Because I must ask you that how does that affect the customer in the market? So I have to also check the assets they use to deliver electricity to make sure that they are not earning above what they should earn. Because I have to think of, you see, my own work is everybody, including customer, including investor. Every other person is different. The investor is investing. Everybody has interest, but me, I manage all of them. And then I am the only one that worries about the customer. My own, yes. That is why my vision, our mission is electricity for all. That's what we say in Lagos State. Now, they have now handed that power over to me in December. The Lagos State went through the process. They passed the law. The governor signed it 3rd of December 2024. That's the Lagos State electricity law. That law created me.
Lagos State Electricity Regulatory Commission.
I was established under that law. That law meant I had 5 people to work with.
Yeah, which are?
Me as the CEO. I have a chairman who is non-executive. I have another non-executive. Then I have 2 executive commissioners. One is in charge of legal licensing and compliance.
Okay.
The other one is in charge of engineering and standards.
Wow.
So the the legal licensing, we look at all these policies, orders. I mean, we've released only one order. And that order basically says, status quo, let's maintain this. Let us understand what the market is. There are other issues that led to us releasing the order like that. Because it is very, very important.
So does that mean that TCN NEC is still in charge of Lagos State?
No.
Okay.
These are where the problems are. They are not. But that is the things that are happening in Enugu. All of us are trying to get clarity. Because there is one thing to have law. Look, the exclusive list where I believe we are under in the Constitution, our own law supersedes areas that they both cover the Electricity Act. Because state has also created law in that.
In their own.
But areas we don't cover, the Electricity Act
Covers
supersedes it.
Oh.
So by transferring regulatory powers to you, that there are certain things you've already done. You've passed all these things to me. Now, when they appointed us, we took over. We started work in December. No office, nothing. Lagos State started providing us amenities. The government is doing everything it can because setting up, there was no playbook. The Electricity Act only tells us
get this done.
the process. But, you know, if you take over, if you want to buy an asset, a company, and you discuss with everybody and you negotiate everything, part of the transfer before you pay or after you pay is documentation, explanation about this way. There were certain issues that when we took over, some of these things they were telling us to write to them.
Wow.
Instead of, I would expect that when I'm established, I have fulfilled within 2 months. Once I wrote my electricity law, I transferred to, this communication was sent to BP, NCP, NEC, everything. So the process kicked off that within 60 days, my subcodes should be set up. So within 60 days of that December, by February, I wrote to my discos. Now, I should mention, in fairness to the discos, there's a lot of confusion as regards regulation. They are also worried about certain things. If you are running a business and regulation, which is crucial, changes, everybody starts to panic. But let me first understand this new.
Wetin dey they talk about?
Because they have obligations also. There are market obligations that they are tied to. There are tax obligations. There are capital expenditure. There's a lot of accounting that needs to be done. Those processes are not easy. We recognize that. But you see, when all these changes were happening and then the subcodes were supposed to, they started sending us documentation to that effect. But they did not complete those changes. Because they wanted to, and we could understand their, they applied their, they wanted to hear from the regulator. Now, during all this time, me and my commissioners were busy writing, doing all sorts of things, doing our work, trying to manage the market, because there's a lot of things we need to do before June 4th, which is the 6 months transfer period given
By
once you transmit your law. The total period for the transition is 6. That expired June 4th. So by June 4th, I had taken over the market. But taking over the market, I am staffing. I am getting an office. I am trying to furnish. I am trying to get these things in. These are excuses that I don't even want to use. But they affect your daily operations. The market we are taking over, 5 people can't run it.
Lie.
And it's an independent agency, so I have to run exclusive of the government.
Wow.
I am not subject to certain things. I'm not subject to civil service rules. It is an independent agency because a regulator is meant to be independent.
Bam.
It's supposed to be able to do his work based on. There are gray areas that we're also working with. Our House of Assembly, magnanimously, they are sitting down with us to look at all those things. Because it will affect and is affecting investment potential.
in Lagos State.
In Lagos State. That is a law side. I'm just showing you the different angles of what we're dealing with.
this is very, very
It doesn't stop us from working, which we're doing. We're engaging with NEC. We're engaging with all of them saying, okay, finally, after we came to meet you, you sent us a list of all our licenses in Lagos. Yeah. In fact, you have 2 power plants. One power plant and in Atlantic. Also one of my licenses that I'm supposed to complete their transfer over to myself. So I'm first gathering all that information. I have to gather all these things. I have to look at all sorts of tariff, which is creating a problem. Yeah. I have sat down with NEC like this. We can't seem to agree because of this subsidy issue, gray areas, market obligations, commitments, minimum remittance order that the disco must also put based on the money that they borrow based on operation.
Wow.
All these things are piling up there. This is just what? We are in July.
Yeah,
July.
How do you sit down having to chase around information yourself? Not that somebody gave you a pack. Then you are dealing with investors who are panicking. Right now, I have sat down with one of them. We have broken that ice and we have said, look, you have to complete your registration so that we can start going into the next phase of this market. We understand your concerns. And we got into a very amicable solution. You see, most of the problems we have is dialogue, and we have to align somewhere. Wherever compromise is, whoever is going to take that compromise will come from one of us.
Yeah.
But at the end of the day, economies of scale, we must find generation where the highbrow customer, middle class customer, low income customer gets. You see, our theory is basically founded on 24/7 power. How we give you that power? No more subsidy. Lagos State cannot foot such a bill. So don't deceive yourself. If anything is going to come into this market as it is, it will be cross subsidy and whatever support we can put in there. But the customer, something called demand side management, has to play a part. You have to start managing how you consume power. If your money,
it's already happening.
No, you see, the market is forcing you. Now you need to govern, manage it. You need to create that awareness. You need to do certain things. You need to put it out in the public. You see, running a regulatory agency, the challenges of setting it up is one thing, but getting it operational, because I have to carry you along and the people.
Yeah.
I am going to end up doing town hall meetings that I have to explain why your tariff is this. I have to tell you competition will come in and reduce your price. But you see, at the inception, we have to understand the nitty-gritty, the granular part of all this thing, all the little part of it.
Wait, because that's
we have to break it.
Yeah.
Yes, that's not something they spoil market. We have to break it down. We have to understand
who
we owe, who we don't owe, before we can even develop a tariff. That's why we are using NEC.
For now.
All these things are going to change. We might look slow. And let me tell you one thing. You are supposed to feel our impact. You are not supposed to see us. I'm not supposed to be all over the place shouting. No, it is my impact. They call it invisible contribution, visible result.
Invisible contribution, visible result.
Yes, you people are supposed to get improvements. That is my worry. I only say we are ready to do this, but there are certain challenges that
you have to overcome.
I remember I report to a house, and they are stressing me. When they were doing my swearing in, the noise was not easy. That you must do this, you must do this, you must do this. And I tell them, sir, I say, sir, if I'm even going to increase tariff, you and I are going to town hall together. You think I'm going there?
Because the people will see you.
The people will see. Yes, let them know that these people passed what we are here, because they have to see. Because for me to give you tariff, it has to make sense. We must understand each other. That's why I'm charging you. But I must also make sure the power is delivered.
I'm getting value for my money.
Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, in case you are just joining us, we've been listening to Dr. Fuad Animashaun, CEO, Executive Commissioner, Lagos State Electricity Regulatory Commission. We go for this quick break. Maybe we drink some more water. When we come back, we go quickly look at some matters where we say we need to address. Don't go anywhere. 89.9 Yanga FM station. We sabi on the award-winning Wetin Dey.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, everywhere, good, everything nice. Quickly, and at 9:37 a.m. at that time, Kak put already on top of Yanga 9.9 FM. Yeah. You're there with the full house. No need to introduce anybody, but we'll introduce our guest. We'll say come inside the house again. Then Dr. Fuad and Nima Shaun inside the studio with us, and the CEO of Lagos State Electricity Regulatory Commission. In there inside the house, now heavyweight man in there. So we out of him busy schedule. He said no, he go need to come talk to you with the listen to us right now, and we appreciate that one. Okay, again, you talk so many things. I won't lie for you. Person they listen at a point, if you just lose them, say, but this is plenty. This matter plenty. What does it mean? Does it mean that there will be an improvement as time goes on? And people like say the problem with the grass. So people like say problem is far. But then again, when you talk about subsidy, so first I want to know this subsidy matter on electricity. We know so the one way concern petrol. We don't say yes. Government don't tell us who I say they know if we continue and they come out there and we see them. We see the effect. Even though some people say they talk saying, "You gotta stay they do amo when make can never reach where it's supposed to reach." But then I still concern electricity and that one concern you. What we know, subsidy say they exist in our own electricity
for Lagos State.
Okay. You see, subsidy is a federal government thing.
Okay.
Right? It's meant for the market. It's meant to help cushion the tariff. Now, as of January, when the budget was coming out, the government had said in different media outlets that they're taking out subsidy from electricity. Now, it's not written, it is said. Now, we see that there is no real allocation for subsidy in the budget.
Wow.
There is money that was put in there.
Interesting.
But they didn't say for putting. Now, I say this because it is what has happened in Enugu.
Yeah.
Has dragged everybody.
Okay, blow small pigeon now. You're able plenty.
We have to enter.
Oh yeah.
We have to enter. Sit down. Because you see, I'm not speaking for Enugu.
Yeah.
But what Enugu has done created the question that nobody wanted to ask: what is happening to subsidy?
Exactly.
Does it still exist
Major
or
question.
not? If it still exists, let's get clarification. Let's get clarification on it. That it doesn't. You see, a lot of these things, Enugu is saying that based on that subsidy, there are 5 states under Enugu Disco.
Yeah.
So Enugu State created main power. I'm not speaking for them, but I'm just trying to tell you that they are speaking to the utility company inside Enugu. And those ones say their own cost. This. Generation people say no, next say no, that the market, you see, all these things exist that everybody has said. There is minimum remittance obligation, there is market debt to be paid, there's metering, there's everything. All of us are involved in this basket. But some of us have chosen. You see, I have a large market in Lagos. I have the biggest market. I contribute the most to electricity revenue in Nigeria because of my market. Large market, customer base, the capacity. You can imagine if I come onto the radio and tell you I have reduced electricity to 150 and the market ripples immediately. Everybody said, hey. And then after I go and do meeting with NEC, federal government, I come back and say, I'm sorry. It's 209 for now. We made a mistake. I will look like a fool.
People call it shout
corruption. They go finish you now.
They go shout.
Corruption.
They go break my head. It's not because we want to hide anything. This is a very sensitive sector. It's one of the biggest sectors in this country that if you get it right,
the country moves forward.
So why can't we just carefully pieces this thing, understand this thing? I will tell you one thing, and this is not my commission speaking, in my own personal capacity.
Opinion, okay.
For us to even get to a stage where we determine tariff for you in this Lagos market,
yes,
I have to do guiding principles.
What do you mean by guiding principle?
Before I start to put number to do modeling,
yes.
I have to first, when I say guiding principle, I have to look at the possibility of what kind of tariff structure
go work.
And I mean the principles. I have to look at, do I use a sliding block, lifeline tariffs? Yes, postage stamp. There are different, these are names of different tariffs that they use
all over the world.
Because I have to check that my own customer, the customers where I
the environment where we dey.
If I go Bariga, if I go Festac, if I go Ikorodu, do you understand this? In this market, there are people who can pay. 1.
Yeah.
2. There are people who can pay something.
Yeah.
3. Everybody can pay something. Now, this something is subject to the amount of money you earn. That money you earn for your pocket, I have to find. I can give you an example. Maybe I tell you, in your small shack, you are using about 5 kilowatts a day of electricity. You carry TV, go carry lights, fan, based on the little money where you get. You see that one? Hypothetically, I'm telling you hypothetically. Say, make we imagine now. I can't say, look, if you consume that, I will give you electricity at 75 naira.
Okay.
5 kilowatts. That means if you go out of 5 kilowatts,
you don't spend more.
Your tariff will change.
Okay.
I'm giving you an example because, you see, I am going out there. I'm going to shop for different. In Lagos State, we have one part of our law called regulatory sandbox.
That one come in.
That regulatory sandbox, it allows us to test innovation, test technology, test models.
When go work and
when go work. If you no work, we no go deploy them. Wetin be the cost? I dey shop around for all these things because I need to be able to calculate it in real time.
You know, with this explanation we don't give it, and I say even clear. Say like say this subsidy matter never clear where.
You never clear.
For inside this our electricity industry, never clear. So that means say that one of the problems say they need to fix. And I believe say this matter not be just una. Not because
so you affect everybody.
So we need to come together and then fix and make Nigerians first know. Make Lagosians know. Come, we see they subsidize electricity
or not.
At least that will give us a clear stand.
Ladies and gentlemen, sadly enough, painfully enough,
get enough time.
If pay me today, say time no con dey pass.
I beg Koski before we dey thankfully painfully enough. We get a different band. They get band A, B, C, and we get abandoned because you get some people we no see light. So and band A people they always complain.
It's supposed to be 22 hours out of 24 now.
And so they are meter finished. The recharge card not finished. The recharge card not. Now say person they follow the user from the source. I mean, I say.
Wetin dey go on?
What's really going on?
It remains for me they arrest one landlady.
Okay, we dey hear you. Okay, we dey hear you.
You know, the banding approach was a principle that NEC had developed from one of the surveys. I mean, the research they've done in other climes. You create something based on hours. You are not even supplying those hours in some areas. So they tell you to downgrade them to another band and this, and you know it's not balancing out. I'm not speaking for the commission, but I know that it's not going to work for us.
Okay.
I don't feel that will work because that is why we are basing it on, I keep repeating it, 24/7 power. The issue is, how do I give you electricity you can pay for? I don't want to say, you in this area, because you are in this area, I'll give you 4 hours. You in this area, I'll give you 8 hours. There are people who can pay for electricity in
24 hours
in Bariga now. There are people who can pay, but I need to identify what you can pay for. So that banding for us is a bit of a challenge.
Okay.
Because you want to give people electricity. How do you say, I will give you 4 hours, I will give you 8? Let me give you power, but how you pay for it
matters.
Is now what I'm trying to work on. Because I have to find something to balance it out. I have to mix the generation pot.
So are you going to use more of technology?
Oh yes, you have to.
So at some point people scrap the band.
Oh yes, I'm hoping we do personally.
But
build the tariff that works for the market.
So apart from the band, Nigerians self the day concern say we dey generate enough light, enough power. We go feel people go round first.
Now, the problem is not that we're generating. We have the plants. There is available plant.
Okay.
It is this market mechanism of payment infrastructure that's causing the problem. There are people ready to sell power into the market, but they have to now be sure somebody is going to pay them.
So
that is where investor
business
is business. You want to grow this market. Somebody has to pay for.
Let me say with good payment plan from the consumers.
And the consumer behavior dey inside though.
Consumer
behavior dey inside though.
For payment.
So now they still lie to.
So if Nigerians
now no dey pay.
When I it comes to now, if Lagosians, Nigerians fit afford this light, we get enough power. We go round.
My brother, if that money to pay for this power, where we no get this 4 trillion where they talk, say they won't pay. If we clear out these kind of things and use cost reflective tariffs, which is our own, we must give you 100% metering. And if anything happens to your meter, they must come and do it within a short time. These are the KPIs that we want to set for them, the key performance indicator. This market is about, if you don't do it, you must be penalized for it.
Simple.
If you are not doing it, everybody has sides to it.
So you think this federal government saying all states should generate their own electricity is a good idea?
No, it's not just all states generating. Some states might not be able to build power plants.
I get
But you can sell electricity to each other. The key structure is the payment, how to sustain the market. If economic activity starts to improve, power is stable. Look, my biggest problem, one of my problems, is to get all the people that have come off grid
to come back on
grid.
No, that is my own problem. I must create a level playing field where there's transparency, accountability, that people must be able to see. It is not difficult to do, but in Nigeria,
so if
they're just extra things.
So if you say you want command this ban, this ABC, say no they work.
We're interested in doing that.
So if you say no they work, what do you call propose?
Now you they talk now.
I propose this. My own is that, you see, it is like a chicken and egg. Which one comes first? But I must balance all these things out one way or the other. I need improved tariffs to deliver 24/7 power. These guys are saying, okay, infrastructure constraints, gas costs.
All these
Lagos State government has even gone as far as talking to federal government on gas supply. But how long can you support cheap gas? Look, gas market price now is about $9. You want to subsidize, you want them to give you at $3. You have entered subsidy again. No? So you are trying to create a market that an investor out there will sit down, look at it and say, based on these people's market model and the tariffing, I can earn a reasonable return. I'm not trying to give you someone crazy. I need cheap capital, single digit interest rates, if possible, so that I can grow infrastructure. This is a long-term investment business. You don't put out, you expend money for 5 years. I know be money doubler. I'm not going to do that for you.
Okay, so doctor, before we let you go, what will be your message in like a minute or 2 minutes to everybody listening, every Lagosian listening to you right now? What will be your message?
You know, I've been like tell my people since this match where these Falcons play this weekend. When those girls they play, everybody, all of us for Nigeria, we love football. The first lady first greet them when they won't begin. All of us sit down, they watch this thing. These people go down 2-0. I deal with people who don't they talk, say I tell you. Now so we they do. Meanwhile, we don't win at night times though. They say that's what we they do. But these girls, they didn't crumble. They didn't break the rules. They came back, they started to play this game. I started seeing people from 1-0 2 when the third goal came, the whole place went mental. I want to create that feeling. That is what we want to create.
Okay.
By what we are setting up, we understand the challenges that exist in this market. We have to face it head on. You have to bear with us because there are things that need to be said with the federal government. We don't want subsidy, trust me. But if we are going to have some kind of subsidy, it must be directed at the people that are supposed to get that subsidy.
The people.
I can't say I subsidize Nigeria and everybody is on the same thing. I must be able to. And don't think because you live in Orile, I believe you are poor. It is based on your consumption. You see, the day you buy that extra AC, it will trigger. Your meter will start to say. But in my own, I have to give you 24/7 power. I will take away your generator costs. I will take away your externalities, all the fumes, the noise. Your area, when they switch off gen, you go think say that war front you did before. When they switch on, I assure you, working on regulation, that is why it is difficult. Because we have seen it work. When I'm driving to work around that Ojota, there's a bridge at Ojota. That bridge, it has a service lane. I'll give you 2 examples quickly. You see that service lane? Policemen these people sit down there.
Yeah.
Upon them sitting down, they still catch people who break the rule.
Yeah.
But I noticed over time, when they are not there, people don't go.
They behave
on that lane because they've seen that it was affected. If you are on the bridge, you will notice that we have stopped using aluminium rails.
Yeah, they now
use
cement.
Into concrete.
Yeah.
Go and steal that one. Go and steal concrete. Because they were clearing all the aluminium there, going to resell.
Yeah.
So somebody said, you know what, give them cement.
And it's working.
You see, those are the ideas. Those are the things we want to bring in. This market deserves it. Nigerians are we're well driven in technology in so many things. We have the capacity. We have the brain knowledge. It's just training, research, certain things that we need to put in place. If those things are in place,
we're good to go.
Please let them know. If you steal electricity, you are going to jail.
Straight away.
You will pay a fine. I have to show the person bringing money. I'm not going to favor him, but I must show him that he will make money from his business long term.
Not short
term. That we're all here to find a winning solution. But my customers there will always be complaints. We will try as much as we can to deal with it. Just know that the market is in that transformative stage now.
All right.
A bit of time. I know it's taking long, but I'm sure we will get there within a year or two.
Amen.
We will start to see improvements.
Amen.
And that is what we need to do, be able to move forward.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, we have to round up Wetin Dey today, Wednesday, 30th of July. The person who don't hear the talk since now, Dr. Fuad Animashao, CEO, Executive Commissioner, Lagos State Electricity Regulatory Commission. How you go take B? Don't forget, if you want information, education, entertainment, don't change your dial from 89.9 Yanga FM station with Sabi. And by the way, Wetin Dey they come up every Monday to Friday from 5 a.m. to 10 a.m. And from all these things where doctor don't tell us, and from all these things where we dey see, ladies and gentlemen, I dedicate this song to everybody and everybody we want make Nigeria better past this.
We be 89.9 Yanga FM.